the end of the business, Fortune Protocol is that system you should look into. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to be sincere with you. In case you are here for the first time, I want to say you're welcome. This is an amazing opportunity that will change your life entirely. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever actually seen an opportunity before whereby you can leverage on and secure financial freedom like never before? If you're looking for that opportunity, Fortune Protocol is the opportunity we're talking about. Many people in the last 100 days in this system have secured financial freedom. Some people have leveraged on this system, and within a space of just 100 days, they've been able to pay their house rents. Some people have been able to settle the school fees of their children. Some people have actually gone ahead to settle their debts with Fortune Protocol money by just leveraging on the system and earning directly from the pancake swap pool of Fortune Protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are actually looking for that system that can actually work, that is fully decentralized, a real DeFi protocol, not a manipulated one, Fortune Protocol is the system you are looking for. That is fully audited and also that is ownership renounced. Fortune Protocol is the system you are looking for. Everything that we have told you is not what you should believe, but you should believe in what you can see. And everything that we have told you can be verified on its blockchain. If you get down to the BSC scan Explorer, then you will see definitely everything that you have been told right away. If you have actually been leveraging on centralized system and many great numbers of times you have been scammed online, Fortune Protocol is the only system you can leverage on because it's fully decentralized and running itself on a blockchain without any human interference. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you. One thing that you need to know is that Fortune Protocol is a DeFi. This is a decentralized system. It's also a community-driven platform operating with a real smart contracts. In what way? In such a way that it rewards you 1% of the liquidity you provide into the PancakeSwap pool on daily basis. That means you are making 30% of your money as a liquidity provider in Fortune Protocol. So, ladies and gentlemen, it simply means that if you're looking for that opportunity you can be leveraging on and be making money on daily basis without even you referring anybody, Fortune Protocol is that system you can leverage on that is truly decentralized, running itself on the blockchain without any human interference. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that many people that have been leveraging on this business in the last 100 days now, they've actually glorified God for actually getting to know about this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what we are facing worldwide. Global challenges that great numbers of people are facing all over the world, not only in Nigeria, not only in US, not only in UK, everywhere all over the world. This is happening to people, and these have made great numbers of people to believing in abject poverty. One of the actually factors affecting great numbers of people that actually increased the rate of abject poverty in many people's lives is called what is called the global economic uncertainty. Today, we heard about some things actually happening, about some economy. Tomorrow, you heard that, okay, this has been changed. All these are not actually what's stable. Instability of that word economical perspective is actually affecting great numbers of things. And these affect the markets and the livelihood of the people, in that country. What about the job insecurity? This is another factor that actually created massive abject poverty among great numbers of people. And this is actually what made great numbers of people to be jobless today. Some of them don't have work anymore. They're only looking for something they can be doing and be making money on daily basis so they can take care of their family. Persistent inflation is another factor that is actually affecting great numbers of people. Many of us on this call, we know how much our $200, $500 can chase before. Your $500, the quantity of goods you can chase 2 years ago, it might not be able to chase that now. Why? Because of what? Inflation, shutdown, recession, impacting businesses worldwide. All these are actually what you heard about what is called what happened in Iraq the other time. You understand me? Great numbers of war. You know what is happening in South Africa. You know, some shop have actually been shut down. All these are actually factors affecting great numbers of people. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you. Fortune Protocol developers have built a system that can set you all these what are panaceas. They actually have antidotes that can settle all these panaceas. And the antidotes are the one they provided for you, which are called Fortune Protocol. That means using the opportunity of the five protocol to maximize what for you said. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take a look at your screen, you will see that the solution is what the developers of Fortune Protocol has provided for great numbers of people living in hardship poverty that are being affected by persistent inflation in their country. Great numbers of people that are jobless. Is anybody coming over to this what system or anybody of this webinar? And mind you, then you don't have something that you are doing to be making money. You can leverage on this amazing opportunity called Fortune Protocol, fully decentralized without any human interference, and you can secure financial freedom if you leverage on this business and run with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you. Sustainable opportunity for global participants is actually one of the things that we have known about Fortune Protocol. So it gives you an avenue to leverage on it. And mind you, anywhere you are all over the world, you can leverage on it. It's not only limited to a particular country. It simply means that if you come into what is called Fortune Protocol, anywhere you are all over the world, you can leverage on it by just participating in in this amazing opportunity. Decentralized participation without centralized control. Yes, these are not a feature of fantastic, unique attributes about what is called Fortune Protocol. This is a system I've ever seen in my entire world that is fully decentralized. After Airbnb and Airbnb, this is a major reason why I said to myself that I don't want to run any other system apart from what is called Fortune Protocol that is fully decentralized, on the real blockchain. And all these can be verified. That is why I said this to everybody. See, this is the only system you can leverage on and secure financial freedom. This is the only system that can save you from online scam. If you have been scammed several times and you are tired of being scammed, you feel like giving up. And many of your communities don't believe you anymore because you share them opportunity. What really happened is that they don't want to follow you anymore. Now your image has been tarnished several times. It's okay. This is a solution for you to actually be able to make amendment about all those things. That means you can use this to get your community back. Why? Because Fortune Protocol is actually been fully decentralized and is running itself without any human intervention, on the Binance Smart Chain. Ladies and gentlemen, to also come into this business, the developers have actually gone ahead to build the system in such a way that even a fish seller can jump into the business. A pepper seller can come into the business and secure financial freedom. Anybody all over the world, even if you are actually a water seller, can come into Fortune Protocol and you can secure financial freedom. Because to come in here, to jump in here, you only need a stipend. Your pizza money in Fortune Protocol can change your life. Your pizza money, everybody. With $24, you can start this business. And that can give you transgenerational wealth. If you run with this system alongside with your community, but if you don't do that, you want to just be making 1% of your money on daily basis. It's okay. That means you want to be there as a liquidity provider in your money. Ladies and gentlemen, You don't need to break banks to come into what is called Fortune Protocol. You don't need to actually sell your TV to come into Fortune Protocol. You don't need to sell your car to come into Fortune Protocol. With your pizza money, you can start this business and be making money on a daily basis in the system. Do not forget what Warren Buffett said. And he had to the word, I read that some years ago, and the day I saw the quote, I said to myself, I said, this is the best quote I've ever seen. And I jumped out there and I leveraged on platforms and made stupendous money from the system. What is the quote from Warren Buffett? He said, what? If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, he said, you will work till you die. The day I thought about that, I said to myself, I said, I need to find a system that is fully decentralized on the blockchain without any human interference that will be giving me money on a daily basis. So while you're busy with something else, while you are at home, while you're busy with watching La Liga, Champions League, and so on like that, what happens is that what the platform is generating money for you on a daily basis. Let me be sincere with you on this call, everybody. If you know billionaires and millionaires, go to them and ask them the question, what are they doing? What do they do? They will tell you what they do is that they do what is called leverage. Money doesn't speak any other language but leverage. It's either you are leveraging on robots or you are leveraging on projects. If you want to create transgenerational wealth in this era, what you need to do is to leverage. That's why I said money doesn't speak any other language but leverage. You must be leveraging on something to create a wealth in this era. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortune Protocol is a transparent blockchain-based system. You can see everything happening. Everything can be what verified. Every transaction happening can be tracked down to the blockchain. This is the oldest system I've ever seen in my entire world. That not only the presenter or developers can track every transaction happening on the blockchain. Some of the presenter will come to you and show you and say, look, we track it, look at this. But ask them to send you the smart contract address of that system, and they will tell you it's not allowed. They will not even give it to you. And if they give it to you, you cannot track anything in the system. But the developers of Fortune Protocol even integrated where to view the blockchain even before you enter the protocol. God punish poverty. If you are not in Fortune Protocol, you are missing the big time. I've told people, if you want to create transdimensional wealth, we don't want to be falling victim to online scam anymore. You are tired of losing money online to scammers out there. Therefore, you need to leave it on Fortune Protocol and be making money like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortune Protocol is a community-driven platform, and I love it because there is no other system in the world or any company or industries that is working, that is still there today without people's participation. Any business without people is a scam. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so super excited to also tell you that this amazing opportunity, is actually built by expertise in the blockchain technology, DeFi, and also contracts, smart contracts, and also cryptocurrency ecosystem. So the developers of Fortune Protocol have been there for years. They've been building, different kind of blockchain-based systems, and mind everybody, some of those systems are still there today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that also their vision and mission are being spelled out. And you can actually just see that they said their mission is to actually ensure that they build a transparent, secure, and sustainable blockchain-powered ecosystem that enables individuals across the world to participate in fair, scalable, and community-driven opportunity for economic growth. So it simply means that their mission is not just to make everybody all over the world rich. It's not just to help you as an individual, but also to help the economy of your country. One way or the other, you participate in this business. Do not forget you convert your cryptocurrency to what is called your currency over there. One way or the other, you are contributing to what is called the economy of your country. So I want to be sincere with you. This is not a project that is all meant for you. It's a big, wonderful project that's going to be there for years because it's built on the blockchain and it's also built to enrich the whole economy of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the vision of this opportunity, is also spelled out by the developers by saying their own vision is to ensure that everybody all over the world, okay, secure a financial freedom through a sustainable digital economy ecosystem where individuals can participate, collaborate, and create prosperity in the evolving decentralized world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so super excited to also tell you that why should you choose Fortune Protocol? That's a question, everybody. You should choose Fortune Protocol because what? To come in here, it requires us stepping money. That means with your pizza money, you can come in here. $25, I'm telling you, you can find your way into the system and be making what is called money on daily basis, even without you doing anything in the system. Minimum operational expenses is another reason why you should jump into this amazing opportunity. No office infrastructure or traditional overhead costs. That means what? For you to run this business, it's not mandatory that you should have an office. You can run Fortune Protocol without you having an office. If you have your smartphone, and you are good to go. Just like what I always say to people all over the world, that if you have a smartphone, you're not making the smart money. Your phone is smarter than you. That is the truth about it. 100% blockchain-based protocol, powered by decentralized blockchain technology. You can actually just see that what Fortune Protocol has 100% blockchain. That means what? The blockchain, everything about what Fortune Protocol, everything is done in the blockchain. If you were paid, no single person pays you. How many people on this call have leveraged on Fortune Protocol? And you've actually gone ahead to place your withdrawal. Your withdrawal dropped in less than 3 seconds. It's called punish poverty. I've told people said, until I've discovered in life, you don't get recovered. Your level of discovery in life determines your level of recovery. That's a major reason why we say, if you jump into Fortune Protocol, you will actually bless Almighty God that you have seen a system that can pay you forever without you actually falling victim to online scams out there anymore. Transparent and trustless system is actually another reason you should jumping into this business, because transaction operation are fully verified. You can verify, everything is verifiable. I've been on the system before where I asked, the developers of that system. I said, could you send me the smart contract address because I'm a blockchain guru? I want to check. And they told me it's not allowed. Immediately after generating $11,000 sales in that system, I jumped out. I told everybody in my system to take away your money. Many people went back, they made money. But the system crashed, last year. And on a serious level, buddy, many people cried. Some people died. That is a major reason why what you should leverage on in this era. If you know you want to be saved from falling victim to online scam, leverage on what is called decentralized platform running itself without any human interference. That is when you can be saved from falling victim to online scam. Fully automated mechanism, you can actually just see that. The smart contract execution process is automatically without anybody actually but being charged. Is running itself, and all these can be verified on the blockchain of Fortune Protocol. Decentralized architecture, no centralized control or manual intervention, just like what I said, everybody. So there is not any manual intervention. Let me be sincere with you, everybody. Many people on this call have fallen victim to online scam before. You all manipulated blockchain that is not fully decentralized, and they told it's fully decentralized. But peradventure you have known how to detect a real blockchain, you won't fall victim. Number two, you follow what is called, you leverage on what is called centralized system. Some of them are website-based system. Enough is enough. So to be safe from falling victim to online scam now, you need to avoid those two perspectives of system. When you do that, you can keep yourself safe from online scam. Security auditor framework, built with strong security standards, secure and reliable infrastructure. These are all the reasons why you should say yes to Fortune Protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that The system of Fortune protocol is built on the one of the best blockchain all over the world, which is known as Binance Smart Chain, operating in the Binance ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, why do they build it? Because what? Binance Smart Chain has a lower gas fee. That is why when you have even up to $1, you can actually operate what is called $1 of BNB. You can operate Fortune protocol, for 2 months, okay, without even putting another gas fee with just your $1, everybody. So why? In other systems, you might need up to what's called $10, to be able to do that. So that's a major reason why great numbers of people all over the world are building their projects on Binance Smart Chain, because it requires a lower gas fee. This is one of the reasons why the developers of Fortune Protocol built this system in Binance Smart Chain. Ladies and gentlemen, strong ecosystem adoption is another one thing you should look into. You can see that many developers, just like I said the other time, are now building their projects on Binance Smart Chain. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing I want you to know about what is called USDT and USDC. This system pays you in USDC, and also what? You deposit USDC. Why do they prefer USDC to USDT? We've heard about rumors about USDT in the past, okay, that this might fail up, okay? And there's not been any rumors about USDC, and the developers of Fortune Protocol built the system because they want it to last longer. That's why they don't want any pandemonium in the future that could affect this business. That's why they actually want to take in USDC. Another thing is that what USDC is regulated is a fantastic one. And also, there's always monthly monitoring as regards to USDC. But USDT, there is no anything like that, everybody. That's a major reason why they have looked into that and they follow it like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that you're on this call and you don't know the difference between a DeFi and a one liquidity pool. It's okay. I'm going to paraphrase that before everybody here. First and foremost, I want to tell you everybody that when you talk about DeFi, the acronym of decentralized finance is what is called DeFi. And the abbreviation is actually called DeFi, and the acronym is actually what decentralized finance. And what does that simply mean? It simply means what? A blockchain that is truly built on what? On a blockchain that is actually operating without any traditional intermediaries, such as banks or centralized institution. That means when we call a system that is built on a blockchain, a DeFi, it simply means that there is not anybody in charge, not the party involved in it. Every execution is being done by the smart contracts, okay? And when you meet the predetermined condition, then execution is being done. That is what is called a DeFi. So that means there is not any single person. It's only your wallet that is synchronized with the blockchain, and anything that the blockchain is going to do, it releases the money down to your wallet without anybody being in there. So that is what we call a DeFi. But what is liquidity pool? Liquidity pool is actually part of the DeFi. Liquidity pool is part of the DeFi that owns the assets. That means if you put money or you provide any liquidity in Fortune Protocol, for example, the money goes into a place called liquidity, okay? Liquidity pool. So the place that owns that digital asset on the blockchain is what is called liquidity pool, everybody. Another thing I want to tell you, everybody, is that many good numbers of people might have been wondering, okay, how does money come into Fortune Protocol? First and foremost, I'd like to tell you, everybody, if you're on this call, Fortune Protocol is not a crowdfunding system. Fortune Protocol is not an ROI-based system. Fortune Protocol is not a trading platform. Fortune Protocol is actually a liquidity provider. How does it happen? I will tell you to do an experiment here on the call. Make sure you get with your SIP bar as well, and I will tell you what to do with it. For example, if you come into Fortune Protocol, you provide your liquidity in the system. That means participation of the people is very, very key. When you come into the system, people need to participate. for the sustainability or the longevity about Fortune Protocol. So when you participate, what happens is that your money flow as a liquidity into the what? Into the Pancake Swap pool of Fortune Protocol. Now, the money in the what? In the Pancake Swap pool is called the liquidity that is available for people that want to swap in the Binance Smart Chain. So Fortune Protocol become one of the liquidity provider when people are swapping. Therefore, that means if anybody swaps, because the pair they deal with is called USDT and USDC. Okay, if anybody wants to swap USDT to USDC, the person needs to pay a trade fee. In the normal circumstances, everybody, $1 USDT is equal to $1 USDC. $50 USDT is equal to $50 USDC. But when you are swapping, go and check. $1,000 USDT will not give you $1,000 USDC. When you are swapping, check your SafePack, click on swap. That's why you don't have money. Just put $1,000 USDT at the top there, then put USDC down, then you will see it will not give you equivalent of that. It will give you what is called 997 or 996. But what happened, everybody? That difference between the two, the fraction between the two, has gone to the liquidity provider. Scroll down a later, you will see the liquidity provider. This is how money is generated by what? By Fortune Protocol. To pay you your 1% on daily basis in the system. And everything I've said to you can be tracked down to the blockchain of Fortune Protocol. This is the reason why you should not joke with this opportunity. Why did I call this GGO? God-given opportunity for you to what? To change your life entirely. Ladies and gentlemen, so that means what? If you come into the system of Fortune Protocol, liquidity needs to be provided. Is one approach to what? To sustainability or the longevity about this business. It simply means that people need to participate. The longevity and the what? The longevity and the what? Sustainability of Fortune Protocol, it lies in our hands. When everybody participates, people will come into the system, they provide more liquidity into the system. What happens? The liquidity is used by the system to also pay people. That means it generates money again from what is called the Pancake Swap pool, B3. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that if you want to start this business and want to be one of the liquidity providers in the world into the Pancake Swap pool of Fortune Protocol, you need to actually have any of these decentralized wallets or Web3 wallets. We have actually 4 recommended: MetaMask, BitGet Token, Token Pocket, or SafePack. Any of these you want to use, you are good to go. But make sure you save your 12 recovery phrases if you back it up manually. That is the truth about it. After you might have done that, you need what is called USDC. Okay, and also you need what is called BNB gas fee. Okay, any of the packages you want to go for, it's $25, $50, $100, $1,000, $250, $500. Anywhere you want to go for, it should be in USDC, and you need a gas fee of $1. Okay, BNB BEP20. Okay, and USDC BEP20. Once you've done that, then speak with your upline or the person that shared you this opportunity and tell the person to send you your link. Okay, his or her link. Once you do that, then click on Explore and paste it at the top, then change the network to BNB, then let go, follow the other procedure, and I tell you, it takes you, once you actually go down to the back office, it does not mean you've been registered, your money is still intact. Now you have to go and click on deposit. When you click on deposit, then you follow other procedure before it will take the money from your wallet and put it in the liquidity pool of Fortune Protocol. And mind you, everybody, once you actually put it there on the Pancake Swap pool, everything can be tracked. You can also track your own transaction as well, in the blockchain, down to the place. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that this amazing opportunity has actually provided the liquidity that everybody or every user can provide in the system. Number one, we have what is called $25. You want to provide the liquidity, you go for that. $50, $100, $250, $500, and also $1,000. Any of this liquidity you provide in Fortune Protocol, you will be making what is called 1% of it on daily basis until you earn what is called 200% of your money without you doing anything. So this is strictly passive income. That means you can jump into the system and be making money on daily basis. After 24 hours, you start seeing that you claim it and what, you're good to go. If it's up to $10, you can withdraw from this amazing opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that this is how the business model of Fortune Protocol is being designed. So it means what when you come into the system, any of the liquidity you've actually provided again to the system, any of the liquidity, you will be earning 1% on daily basis until you earn 2x of that liquidity. At the end of the day, if you want to go again, you go ahead and put your money in there and earn 2x again and again. That means what you can be earning 2x of your money again and again and again. This is how the system has actually been designed. So don't play with this opportunity, especially if you want to ensure that you want to have multiple streams of income. Don't play with it, everybody. Also, you can go ahead and top up your what is called. You can increase your percentage from 1% to 1.3% if you share the opportunity with some people out there. That means you can boost your reward, your daily reward, the percentage from 1% to 1.3%. How could you do that? If you share the opportunity with 3 people, for example, and those 3 people have the same package with you or higher than you, and 3 of them also goes and get 3 people under them that have the same package with them or higher than them, therefore, within 45 days, you join the business. Your own percentage will go from 1% to 1.3%, and you'll be earning 1.3% of your liquidity you provide in the system until you earn 200% of that. So this is what is called boosted reward in the system. Ladies and gentlemen, when you also share the opportunity, you will earn what is called level income. And level income is actually what the income or bonus you enjoy in the system when anybody in your structure actually what makes a deposit or provides any liquidity. So that is actually what is called level income. If you come into the system of Fortune Protocol, let's say with the minimum package, for example, which is what, $25, what will happen is that what you will be earning what is called, you have unlocked yourself 3 levels. Number 1, level 1, level 2, and level 3. These are the 3 levels that have been unlocked for you. It simply means that if anybody falls in your first level and makes a deposit in there, you will earn 2% of that deposit instantly as a level bonus. If anybody falls in your second level, everybody in your second level, you don't know that. But anyone that makes a deposit in there, okay, you earn what is called 1% of that deposit, despite you don't know them. In your third level, there's something applicable to that, okay? That means what if anybody in your structure falls, if anybody falls in your third level, the person will earn 1% of the deposit. You will earn 1% of the deposit the person makes into the system, okay? So, and that is how you'll be earning it from all those people again and again as level bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to be sincere with you. So level 4 and level 6 still be locked for you. But for you to be able to unlock level 4 to level 6, you need to do something. What does that simply mean? It simply means what? You need to meet up with 2 criteria. What are they? That means active direct need and also active deposit need. What does that simply mean? The direct need simply means you need 2 people. If you want to unlock level 4 to 6, you need 2 people that you need 2 people. You need to sponsor 2 people that can do personal deposit of $50 and above. So if you do that, you fulfilled one of the criteria. And you also need a personal deposit of $50 as well. Once you fulfill that, level 4 to level 6 will be unlocked for you. It simply means that if anybody in your level 4 makes a deposit, 1% will come to you as a level bonus. In your level 5, 0.5%. Level 6, 0.25%. How could you unlock level 7 to level 9? It simply means that if you want to do that, just share the opportunity with one more person that can do personal deposits of $50 directly. Once you've done that, you've unlocked yourself level 7. But level 8 and 9 will still be locked up. Why? Because for you to be able to unlock that, you will need to top up your capital to what is called $100. Once you do that, then level 8 to 9 will be unlocked for you. And therefore, you're going to be earning 0.5% in your level 7, 0.25% to level 8, and 0.5% level 9. How could you unlock level 10 to 12? Simply means sponsor one more person that can do a personal deposit of $50. even without you what topping up your capital, while you still maintain your $100 personal deposit, level 10 to 9, level 10 to 12 will be unlocked for you. Means you'll be earning 0.25% level 10, 0.5% level 11, and 0.25% level 12. And how could you unlock level 13 to 15? It simply means make sure you sponsor one more person directly that can do personal deposit of $50. Now you need to top up your capital to $300 from $100. Once you do that, level 13 to 15 will be unlocked for you. And you'll be earning 0.5% level 13, 0.25% level 14, and 0.5% level 15. How could you unlock level 16 to 18? It simply means if you want to do that, even by maintaining your personal deposit of $300, just sponsor one more person that can do a personal deposit of $100. Once you do that, level 16 to 18 will be unlocked for you. In behind 0.25% level 16, 0.5% level 17, 0.25% level 18. How could you unlock level 19 to 20? It simply means that at this point, you sponsor one more person that can do a personal deposit of $100. Once you do that, therefore, level 19 to 20 will be unlocked for you, while level 21 will still be locked up. Okay, why? Because you need $500 to be able to lock that up. Okay, to unlock that. Once you do that, therefore, all the level will be open, and you can see the percentage you'll be earning from that. How could you unlock level 22 to 25? It simply means sponsor one more person that can do a personal deposit of $500 or $100, and you also have what is called $1,000 personal deposits. Then level 22 to level 25 will be unlocked for you. And that is how the level income of Fortune Protocol, pays great numbers of people that are leveraging on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a place you need to get a glass of wine and relax at the back of your seat, because I want to show you something. Many great numbers of people that have spoken with me from the US, I told them is that if you want to make money in Fortune Protocol, focus more on what ranking. Ranking is a game changer in Fortune Protocol. And I'm saying that to everybody on this call as well. If you want to make stupendous money in the system, make sure you get ranked in the system. Okay, there is actually a method that works in every business. And once you have that method, you will make the money that other people are not making. I told people, I say, if you lack mentor, you will lack method. That's the truth about life, everybody. Okay, so if you focus on ranking, that means what? Leadership bonus, you're going to be enjoying what is called leadership bonus. And that is a money spinner, everybody. That is a money minting machine. That is what some people are earning crazily in the system. That is what makes some people to make more than $1,000 on a daily basis from the system. Some of the top leaders that just started, okay, are making over $100 on daily basis in the system. And mind you, we have a great numbers of what our top leader, KK, you know how much this man has done in the system. You know why? Because what? Leadership bonus actually will understand the metrics and what has shared that with great numbers of people. And we that we have applied it, we know what we are making on a daily basis from the system as well. So how could you get rank in Fortune Protocol? There are 10 ranks in the system. You can see that we have Explorer, Builder, Contributor, Strategist, Architect, Captain, Commander, Governor, Founder, and Creator. But how could you actually smash the first rank, which is called Explorer? You need to meet up with just simple criteria. What are the simple criteria? You need to have personal deposit of $100. And you need to have 5 people sponsor directly under you with personal deposit of $100. Once you do that, you become an explorer immediately in the system. Because you become an explorer, therefore, you get instant $50 as a welcome bonus, as leadership reward. That comes to you, and you claim it, the money drops for you. That is how that goes. Apart from the $50, okay, you also will be earning a whopping 8% of what your people make on daily basis, everybody. And that is where those money hurt. That is where the money. I told people, I said, it's going to come to a time in Fortune Protocol in the future, okay, that what we're going to be making the system is going to be so wow, that people will be making up to $5,000 on daily basis from what is called the pancake swap pool of Fortune Protocol. And do not forget that the pancake swap pool, it generates money from the swapping of the people. So this system has been built fantastically. Many great numbers of people that have not understood how Fortune Protocol is working. This is the time you have to engage in the system and run with it. Change your life entirely. The Bible says everybody is a friend of a rich man. The enemy of a poor man is his family. You need to be rich. I'm telling you, if you are rich, everybody, everything you say is correct. Even if you say the jargon, they say it's correct. You need to be rich, everybody. Don't joke with this opportunity. Fortune Protocol is built on a what? Decentralized what? Blockchain running itself without any human interference. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how to become an explorer in the system. Any 8% of what your people make on daily basis. Imagine your people make what is called maybe $2,000 is the ROI that every one of them made in a day. And you earn 8% of that $2,000. That means $160 coming to you every day. God punish poverty. Tell me something, everybody. Is that not a good money? Anywhere you are all over the world, any $160 on daily basis from this system, apart from your what ROI coming to you on daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, don't play with this opportunity. Let's go, builder. How could you become a builder? It simply means what you need to meet up with these two criteria. I have two direct explorer. No, three criteria, everybody. I have two direct explorer. I have a team of 25 people, and you have personal deposits of $200. Once you have that, therefore, you receive $100 immediately, you become what? A builder. That means if you're able to become a builder within 45 days, you join the business, you get what is called $100 instantly. And once you get the $100, what does that simply mean? It simply means that you're still going to be getting 13% of what your people make on a daily basis as leadership bonus. That means whatsoever your people make every day, 13% of what they make is going to be coming to you. And you also be earning what is called 3x from the system. 3x, that means 3x of your liquidity you provide in the system. Once you now become a contributor, it simply means that you have three direct explorers. You have a team of 125 people. You have personal deposit of $200. You'll be earning some 10% of what your people make on a daily basis. If you're able to meet up within 90 days to become a contributor, you will also receive $400 instantly, and you can withdraw that less than 3 seconds. It drops in your safe path. You also be earning 3x in the system. You become a strategist. What does that simply mean? It simply means what you become. You have 4 direct explorers, and you have a team of 500 people in your structure, and you have $200 personal deposits. You will be earning what is called 21% team ROI on daily basis. Whatever your people make on daily basis, 21% of that comes to you. You also be earning 3x. So everybody in the house, let me be sincere with you. But what do you receive, instantly when you become a strategist? $1,000. That's a crazy money. Convert it, okay? You have the money, and you can even put the money into the system and be generating what is called $10 on a daily basis. This is another opportunity. It means you are making 30% of that $1,000 on daily basis. Architects, it simply means you have 5 direct explorers and a team of 1,000 people in your structure. You now have a personal deposit of $500. 24% will be coming to you, or what 24% of what your people make on daily basis will be coming to you as leadership bonus. And also you'll be earning 4x. Once you become an architect, you are not going to be earning 4x of your liquidity you provide in the system. Once you become a captain, it simply means you have 6 direct explorers and a team of 2,000 people. You have personal deposit of $500. You will now be earning 27% leadership bonus. I'm talking about 27% of what your people make on a daily basis is going to be coming to you. And you also be earning 4x. You become a commander means you have 7 direct explorers, a team of 5,000 people. Your personal deposit is still $500. You'll be earning 30% of what your people make on a daily basis, and also you have 4x as well. You also become a governor, you have 3 commanders and 3 legs, means you have personal deposit of $1,000 and 32.5% of what your people make on a daily basis, and also you'll be earning 4x as well. You become a founder means you have 3 governors and 3 legs, and it simply means that you have also personal deposit of $1,000. You'll be earning 35% of what your people make on a daily basis, and you also be earning what is called 4x. You become a creator means you have 4 founders and 4 legs. You still maintain your personal deposit of $1,000. You actually going to be earning 36% of what your people make on a daily basis as leadership bonus, and you also be earning what's called 4x in the system. These are leadership bonus. This is where those millions are coming from. This is what makes some leaders, top leaders, to actually earn up to $1,000, $500 on daily basis from this amazing opportunity directly from the Pancake Swap pool. Don't play with Fortune Protocol. This is a system that will change your life like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you actually don't know more about peer reward, okay, I'm talking about peer bonus. Peer bonus is actually additional what leadership bonus you earn in the system. It simply means if you come into the system, you hold rank 2, which is builder, and you have 2 people directly under you that become what is called builder, okay? From that henceforth, you'll be earning 10% of their own leadership bonus that will also be coming to you. I receive these every day. I can't even count how many I'm receiving, on this call. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to be sincere with you. There is something they call leadership reward. It's different from leadership bonus. The one I shared with you is called leadership bonus, but this is called leadership reward. Once you get ranked in Fortune Protocol, you will earn this instantly, okay? That means this is up to $350,000 free bonus for you if you get ranked in the system. So this comes to you immediately. So once you become an explorer, within 15 days you join the business, you will get $50 instantly. And remember, once you're unable to meet up to become an explorer, within 15 days, you join the business. It will show you expired. It does not mean that you cannot become an explorer again. It simply means even if you become an explorer, you meet up with the criteria. In the next 200 days, you become an explorer. It's only telling you that what only the $50 you didn't meet up with that got expired. So that's all about it. So applicable to all ranks as well. And mind you, number 2, which is called builder. The day you become a builder, you earn what is called $100. If you're able to meet up within 45 days, you join the business. Once you become a contributor, simply means what? Within 90 days, you become a contributor, you get $400 instantly, everybody. Okay, instantly, and you what? These are welcome bonus for you. They're called leadership rewards. Once you become a strategist, everybody, I want to say this to you. Everybody on the call or every user in Fortune Protocol today, over 61,000 people are in Fortune Protocol today. And that can be viewed, even can be verified on the blockchain. So it's not what people tell you. You should believe. It's what you should verify on the blockchain. It can be seen on the blockchain. When you read the blockchain, you will see that. See, everybody, human being can lie. Human being can change. But there is something that can never change. God, and also a decentralized system. Real decentralized system. The one you can verify everything. See, developers can manipulate websites. They can manipulate any other thing, but they cannot manipulate blockchain. Not every blockchain, but real blockchain, everybody. Fully decentralized. Okay, so I want to say that to you, everybody. The day you become a strategist, everybody in the system, every user in the system today will become strategists and they will get $1,000. Because the day you become a strategist, that means if you share the opportunity, the day you become a strategist, you get $1,000. Okay, and there is no time limit to that. That means there is no time. Okay, that means you don't have a time, you have to meet up with that. No, the day you become a strategist in the business, $1,000 comes to you. The day you become an architect, $2,000 is coming to you. The day you become a captain, in Fortune Protocol, $5,000 will drop for you. The day you become a commander, okay, $10,000 is come to you instantly. Less than 3 seconds, you get this money. Governor, $25,000, and once you now become a founder, you have $100,000. Now, when you get this $100,000, the kind of sleep you're going to have that day will be different. On the series now, you just feel so cool. You feel so cool. When you get to what $200,000, you feel so cool as well. Okay, the way you look will be different. The way you smile will be different. When you get to your church, the way you pray will be different. I'm telling everybody, money is good. Money is good. You need to be rich. That's the truth about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to be sincere with you that the developers of Fortune Protocol have had it in mind to help great numbers of people. So these people are not selfish people. They are not sanctimonious people. What do? They've integrated on the blockchain of Fortune Protocol what is called Fortune Reserve Safeguard Protocol. That means these Fortune Reserve Safeguard Protocol is actually designed in there to ensure that it secures the people's future. In case there is any unforeseen circumstances that happens in the future, this protocol pays the people back. That means, how does it generate money? For every deposit that comes into the system, 1% of that deposit, everybody's deposit, goes into this protocol. And what does it do? The protocol buys the token, FRC token, and put it in there. That is what it does. That is why the FRC token was going up the other time without anybody buying. So this is a fantastic technology. I've never seen anything like this. I know more about blockchain. That's the reason why I said, okay, I've never seen anything like this before. Ladies and gentlemen, anytime you withdraw as well, 1% of the withdrawal comes into Fortune Reserve Safeguard Protocol as well. So this is actually securing the future in case there is any unforeseen circumstances in the future. And everything I'm saying to you, everybody, can be tracked on the blockchain. The day we are back office training, okay, our leader KK is going to show it to you, and you will see everything. The people that have been coming to our webinar every time, but I've seen that, everybody, that's the truth about it. And every time you withdraw as well, okay, there is another one called Fortune Recovery Mechanism. 1% of that goes into Fortune Reserve Mechanism as well. And anytime you deposit, also 1% goes into the place. Anytime you withdraw, 1% also go into the place. This is part of the 6% you are being charged anytime you withdraw from the system. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good for me to also point out these. You can see here, the developers are so transparent that they spelled out all this for everybody to know. If you come into the system, the minimum withdrawal is $10. Once you're up to $10, you can withdraw. And mind you, the withdrawal charge is actually 6%. Anytime you withdraw, 6% will be charged, okay? And that's all about it. I mean, if you withdraw $10, for example, you are going to get $9.40, and why 60 cents goes, is charged as what? As withdrawal fee. Principal withdrawal. That means you can withdraw from the system. Okay, you can withdraw your principal within first 30 days you join the business. Okay, you can withdraw. So your capital is not locked up in the first 30 days you join the business. You can withdraw it. If you go ahead to withdraw, 25% will be applied. Okay, will be deducted, on your remaining principal. So that is all about it. Let me show you the calculation of what we're talking about. For example, let's say you have $100 in the system. In the first 30 days or in the first 15 days, you've made $15, okay, in the system, because it's paying you 1% on a daily basis. So, and you now decided to actually you decide either to go ahead to withdraw your money from the system, okay? So if you want to do that, what the algorithm would do first and foremost is to deduct the $15 you have made in the first 15 days. You deduct it from your $100, so you can get your net principal, which is $85. Then 25% will be applied on that. Then whatsoever that remains is what comes to you. And when you are withdrawing, remember, you're still going to pay 6% of that. So that is how the business model of Fortune Protocol is being designed. And also, everybody, there are great numbers of capping in the system. That's what the developers have actually integrated into the system to determine the sustainability about this business. They have done that because they want to ensure that this business run for a long time. What are the measures they've actually taken to be able to do this? They say if you come into the system, maybe you don't hold any rank, or you actually hold rank 1, Explorer. Be rest assured that any liquidity you provide in the system, you will be earning 1%, you earn 2x of your money. Okay, that's what they say. You will earn 2x of your money. When you occupy or you hold rank 2 to 4, you will earn 3x of your money. If you hold rank 5 and above, you will earn 4x of your money. And also daily capping have been integrated in the blockchain of Fortune Protocol as well. That means if you come into the system, let's say you share the opportunity and you have network reward, like, okay, let's say $1,000 in a day. That's your network reward. That's what you earn. So what will happen is that they say you might not be able to withdraw the $1,000 you've actually earned, just like what happened, you understand, the other time. They say, no, what you'll be able to earn must be equivalent to what is called your personal deposit in the system. So that means if your personal deposit is $500 and you earn $1,000 in a day, only $500 you'll be able to withdraw from the system. So that is the daily capping you have. So your principal determines the money you'll be able to withdraw on a daily basis. That is a daily earning cap that has been integrated, into the blockchain of Fortune Protocol. Reinvestment can also be done. If you have up to $10, you can reinvest from your back office as well. And once anyone would reinvest, you earn what is called 50% of the percentage of level bonus. 50%, which is what half of it, that's what you're going to earn. And it comes to you as regrow bonus in the system. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that the FRST token, okay, our leader, global leader, KK Apache Watts, shared more on these before. And please, everybody should always join what is called the training session, where our global leader, KK actually what give more details as regards to FRSG token. You can see the allocation of all these, FRSG token, how it's going to go. Definitely is what it actually has been spelled out by the developers, and that's what you can see in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be sincere with you that the roadmap of these amazing opportunity has been spelled out by developers as well, and that's what you can see. So in the future, something big is going to be coming. Talk about the Gamify up, traveling, and so on, e-commerce. All these are going to be coming up in the future. And mind you, everybody, I said this to many people. I said, how many people on this call know Binance started like a platform? Go ahead and make a research as regards. In 2017, Binance doesn't have their own Binance Smart Chain. They don't have it. They were not actually having their own BNB. They were leveraging on Ethereum blockchain and leveraging on what is called OKCoin in 2017. So what happened is that today, that's the top exchange all over the world. So the sentence happened to this. This might be another platform tomorrow that's going to be one of the top exchanges all over the world as well. The people that leverage on the platform of what Binance then, they're multi-billionaires in dollars today. So don't joke with this opportunity. And this is the only system I think you should leverage on and change your life, especially if you want to secure financial freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate everybody that have been listening to me. I remain Providence. At this point, everybody, I'm going to pass on across the word mic to our leader, KK. But before I go away, everybody, I want to be sincere with you. Why didn't you come in the year 1616? Because God knew you will not make it. Why did you come in the year 2020? God knew if you had come there, you will not make it. Why did you come in your year? It's because God knows that you will make it. That is why you have come in your year. So you are not in the world by mistake. Okay, God will never give you a table. God will only give you a tree. God is expecting to use the tree to make the table. God will never give you money from heaven. It will give you opportunity. It's expecting to squeeze all the juices you need from that opportunity out. That's why I keep saying this to everybody. There is something you need to know. And I call it BMW. BMW. To some people, that is actually what a car. To me, it's not a car. There are three sets of people all over the world. Okay, the first B simply means billionaires. You either become a billionaire, you fall in that category. If you're not, you'll be M, means millionaires. If you're not billionaire, make sure you're a millionaire in life. Make sure you fall in that category, millionaire. If you're not a billionaire and you are not a millionaire, then you'll be W. What are the W? W simply means a set of people, they call them witnesses. That's the meaning of the W. Okay? Simply means that if you're not a billionaire, you're not a millionaire, you will be witness, only celebrating other people, seeing them celebrating success, and you are looking at that. You deserve the best. Don't play with this opportunity. Jump in and be making money. Every opportunity is a scam before a fool, including the one that will liberate him overnight. We call it a scam. Thank you so much, everybody. I remain Prof. Williams. God bless you. Over to you, my leader, KK.
Thank you, Brother William. Thank you so much. It was very, very amazing presentation. And you have nailed everything so nicely. And I must congratulate you. This is your second global English presentation, and you have, outsmarted everyone, I would say. The kind of energy in your voice and the kind of enthusiasm that matters the most. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to all of you present here from my side. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Though I always prefer to say good morning because good morning stands for good morning. And as we all know that we have crossed over 100 days, and in these 100 days, the Fortune Protocol has really made a big difference in many people's lives all around the world who were serious, who understood the project, who gave their best until today. And so they are the big beneficiaries, not only in terms of earning USDC, but also in terms of helping others to earn a lot, in terms of making themselves as their best version, and in terms of making a big transformation and change in other people's lives. These things matters most. See, actually, I have completed over 26 years in network marketing. And trust me, swear on God that the joy, the happiness, the peace I get when I come to know people who are working with me together in my team, and they say they have really feel overwhelmed and show their gratitude towards the Almighty God for having this opportunity in their lives that has made a drastic and dramatic change from different angles: financially, personally, professionally, socially, family wise. Because when you start earning good and you help others start earning the same kind of income, you get a lot of things, guys. The Fortune Protocol G is all about. A lot of people, unfortunately, haven't understood the project still, though we have completed over 100 days. Many of them have termed it as an ROI platform, high program, but it's not like that. It is a system fully decentralized, DeFi protocol based, and 100% community based and driven. I always say that there is no risk, liability, loss for anybody and everybody in this platform. You know why? Because loss, risk, and liability can happen to you in only two situations. The first situation, the platform scams you. The second situation, you scam the platform by not doing what you are required and supposed to do. In either of these two situations, you are incurred and bound to get losses. In Fortune Protocol G, guys, I can tell you with full sincerity that this project and platform is never ever going to scam us. Scamming means the owner, the developer have looted us. They have taken out the hard-earned money of all the people, users. This thing will never happen. Losses can happen to us in two situations. The program, the platform stops. And in which situation it will be stopped? When the people will stop participating, liquidity pool is going to be drained, it becomes zero. That's the first scenario. Second scenario, the internet stops. Either of these two situations can only lead to the losses of people. Or third scenario, people don't do what they are supposed to do here. Merely putting your funds without following the rule of investing, definitely it is going to put you in risk. That's why, guys, I always say, always follow the rule of investing, though it's a part of the training session. Tomorrow, we are going to have a training session. Do join tomorrow. It's going to be an instrumental, life-changing training session tomorrow. Because we are not only going to talk about the Fortune Protocol, but also how to be successful in life. See, failures and success are two facets of the same coin. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you get successful, you get succeeded. But you should not ever feel defeated. Defeat is permanent, failure is temporary. And if you understand these two terms, not only literally, but also, meaningfully, then you will not be able to be disheartened, discouraged, demotivated out of the project. So guys, the Fortune Protocol is a system wherein you must give your 100%, put all your heart and soul into it, put all your best, and you will see the best is going to happen to you, not only for you, but also for your team members. Because what you do, what you say, what you see, what you experience, your team members also start having all of them. If you're having the positive attitude, mindset, action oriented, definitely your team is going to act accordingly and feel accordingly. If you are having the negative mindset, pessimist view, definitely the team is also, and all your prospects are also going to see exactly the same way. It is said, monkey sees, monkey does. Even though you are not going to speak verbally, vocally, anything negative, but through your body language, gestures, mindset, the energies are going to be radiated from you to your people, to your prospect, to your team members, and they are able to make out. And that's why we say a positive person attracts many people and make them positive. And negative person also attracts many people more than the positive people and make them negative. So onus is on you how you are going to take this. In fact, a lot of our leaders, including me, have taken Fortune Protocol in a very, very positive long-term basis platform, wherein we can not only make a living for ourselves, but also we can help ourselves to realize all our goals and dreams. But we must understand it's a community-centric platform. Not any individual can make this go for long. It's a cumulative, collected community's efforts. So do your best. If you really want this platform to run for long, give your best. Keep contributing towards the system. It will help you to amass huge wealth and fortune, and it will help your team also to have the same. So with this word, I would like to thank everyone who have joined, and do your best. Don't sit idle to let things happen in your life. Rather, you should take initiative to make things happen. And do join tomorrow's training session. I will give more elaborative information about the FRXG token, about the crypto fortune recovery, and about the Fortune Protocol G big momentum, how you can build for yourself, for your team members, because we are really thriving, because people have been striving to the best of their abilities. And that's the reason we have been growing, guys. So with this word, I would like to thank everyone and wish you good luck and grand success in Fortune Protocol. Start giving your best to get the best. Thank you so much. And special thanks to Professor William. 2 days consecutive back-to-back sessions he has done. Tomorrow is, of course, a training session I'll be doing. And Wednesday, of course, the Queen Bee's presentation day. So guys, stay tuned. Keep informing all your team members. Strength in the meeting is still not so good, I would say, because more and more people from your team are going to be on the Zoom. Your business definitely is going to be on boom, and your income is directly proportional to be accordingly. So if you and your team are not there in the Zoom, trust me, your income is going to be on a diminishing, order. So see you tomorrow in the Zoom session. Till then, good luck. And I pray from the God to give you the right wisdom so that you should not waste this opportunity